as you begin to settle in, bring all of your awareness to your seat. And so you can notice the pressure on one side compared to the other. Even if it's just a little bit of difference, see if you can balance that out. And then as you press down through the seat evenly, imagine right in the center of your head a rope pulling you up. So there's an anchoring down, this is the steadiness, and the pulling up, and these two opposing forces create this spaciousness inside. Bring the chins parallel with the floor, take your whole throat, ears, hyoid bone, and take that back. As you take that back, now allow the shoulders to relax away from your ears, shoulder blades sliding down the back. I feel really comfortable inside, but there's something off. So when I pull my low ribs back in space, just the tiniest bit, then I press down and extend up, it opened up something inside of me where the breath just kind of, everything softened. Now, as that happens, if it feels good for you, if it's okay, allow yourself to just close your eyes and bring all awareness into the breath. That's it. Just breathing in, I'm breathing in. Exhale out, I'm exhaling out. A noticing a breath in, a noticing a breath out. Allow yourself to just simply breathe in and exhale out, and start to draw into your mind, what would you like to get from this practice? Would you like to embody a steadiness with ease? Would you like to be able to contain all this expended energy and stop wasting it out there and bring it inside so I can have vitality? So whatever the reason that brought you to this practice, start to bring that deep within your mind. When we set an intention before we move our physical body, it elevates the entire practice. So as you draw this intention deep within your own heart, we'll bring our hands into the heart center and we'll have the formal opening of our yoga practice, allowing yourself to inhale and to exhale. After your next complete exhale, we'll inhale to begin. Ooh. Today, using the Gayatri mantra, Om Bhur Bhuva Sva, Tat Savidud Varenyam, Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi, Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhur Bhuva Sva, Tat Savidud Varenyam, Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi, Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. One more. Om Bhur Bhuva Sva, Tat Savidud Varenyam, Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi, Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. As you bow your head to your own heart center, bringing your head to your heart, allowing the heart to shine bright and receive this offering, set the intention for your practice today. As you draw this intention deep within your heart, allow your hands to rest onto your thighs, allow your chin to lift, and slowly, if you want to open the eyes or not, but extending the arms out to the side, and by pressing through your seat, feel yourself reaching up and feel the steadiness of the seat as it allows you to stretch the side body. And as you exhale, keeping the steadiness of the seat, the space in the spine, exhaling the breath out through the fingertips. Again, pressing through your seat, reach, stretch, feel the inside open and stretch, and exhale. And with that exhale, be sure that you're just sending everything out and away as the arms come back down to the floor. One more time, just like that. Reach it and stretch it by pushing down, anchoring down, steady. Find that softness inside, but still open in breath. And as you exhale, you can feel the steadiness remains, but you exhale and that creates its own space. Left hand on the floor alongside of the hip, right arm up alongside of your ear, pushing down through both sit bones evenly. Reach right up, lean over to your left side. Allow the left side of your body to get a compression. Allow the right side of your body to feel this incredible stretch as you push your right knee out and away, the right sit bone down. And remember to take the chin out of your chest, throat back, ears back, going over to the side, energy in the fingertips, energy in your seat, breath in and breath out. It's all about the breath. Find the breath, feel the side body stretch. Now, by anchoring down, right arm brings you up. Exhale, right hand to the floor. Both sit bones have been steady and stable. Inhaling the left arm up alongside of the ear, slide the shoulders away from your ears. As you press down through your seat, feel yourself lift and create the space with steadiness, leaning over to your right side, nice and even. So one, we want to notice the difference between any kind of struggle on one side or the other. Feel the compression on the right side of your body. Feel a stretching on the left side. Notice that your seat did not waver, that you're steady and anchored and strong. Allow yourself to feel the stretch, chin up out of the chest, throat back, ears back, spin the belly and chest open, and feel where the breath is able to come in, where you went, and then pushing down through everything. Use the top arm, inhale, bring it up, exhale, the hand comes down, and then sitting back at the top. Never move the seat. Spinal twist. The right hand can go onto the left thigh. Left hand goes back behind me. Nothing ever changed in the seat. As you press down, again, a reminder to lift the rib cage up away from the hips. Keep that lift, and as you exhale, begin twisting to the left. Through the low belly first, through the midsection, then the upper chest, but slide the shoulder blades down the back. Feel your right sit bone push out of your right knee. And if it's available, I look forward. You're looking over your own left shoulder. As you gaze out over your left shoulder, allow yourself to feel anchor down, the breath in and open. As you exhale, allow yourself to squeeze out any toxins in the abdominal area where we digestive system holds so much stress. And then together we all inhale, look forward. When you exhale, be aware of inside, exhaling, blood flowing back in, circulation, prana, energy. Left hand to the outer right leg, both sit bones anchored, haven't moved. As you press down through your seat, lift your rib cage up and away. As you exhale, begin twisting to the right. Low belly, midsection, upper chest. So your chest is still open, shoulder blades sliding down the back, pushing through your left sit bone and extending away through your left knee. We're staying in the twist. Now, hone the breath. Bring your awareness to the breath. Every inhale, you're getting taller by anchoring down. Every exhale, you're taking this twist a bit deeper. As you allow yourself to get this compression in the digestive system, think about releasing any toxins that are in there. You're still breathing. Every inhale, you've got a little bit more space. Every exhale, you've allowed yourself to compress and squeeze out toxins. Then you inhale, we look forward with broad collarbones, still twisted. On the exhale, together we come back, and there's that vitality and the blood flowing in, feeling that. Still anchored down through my seat. Nothing has changed, but I'm going to see if I need blocks to put down. But I want to do a forward fold with a deep crease in the hips. I want to keep the length in the spine because remember, we have energetic centers that run through that we didn't even talk about today. As you press your hands down, wherever you can go, pushing through your seat, think about your belly coming down to the floor and the chest is lifting up and away. So it's like a proud chest. You're pressing. Do you still feel your sit bones? Don't let your anchor go. Keep awareness that the sit bones are anchored. And from that, we can extend and expand out forward. But we stay in a place where it's accessible. The breath is easy. Now, as you're in this forward fold, bow your head a little bit. So that lets the frontal lobe of the brain soften. You're still anchored. You're still doing the work, but softening inside. Let the breath move in and exhale out because remember, that's your communication with the body. When the time is right, you press down on whatever your hands are on and you lift your head and chest first. As you exhale, you slowly begin to roll the shoulders back over your hips, and we've returned back into the place that we never left, the anchor down. Now take a look at your legs and see which one is in front or on top. I'm going to lean back with this, and then it's going to take me a moment because we've sat like this for a while, and we'll extend our legs out. So as you begin to extend your legs out, ooh, the blood's flowing back in. Okay. And then you just do little side to sides circles with your toes. I draw big donuts on the ceiling in one direction and then the other. Just get the blood flow, and then you can just pop your legs onto the ground. We got the blood flowing back in. Okay, so we got to do this again. So first, I'm going to slide my hands underneath my knees. That'll help me where I lean back, drawing the heels in. Now I'm going to cross, but I want to cross in the opposite way. So see where your body naturally takes you, and then make a conscious effort to cross the opposite way. And then I have to set this up carefully because of my knee issues. And, it's always good to just go carefully. Inner thighs roll back and apart. I don't want pressure on the joints on my knees. I want pressure on the seat. So here I am back again. Sit bones anchor. Oh, I prefer one side more than the other, but I have to distribute that evenly. You can see the scoliosis in my spine. But when I allow myself to really anchor down, lift up, and create the spaciousness in the spine, inhaling and exhaling, breath in and breath out. Left hand goes onto the floor alongside of the hip, inhaling the right arm up alongside of your ear. As you press down through your seat evenly, reach up through the fingertips. And when you're ready, leaning over to the left side. So we've changed the cross of our legs, but we're doing something similar. We already did the side body stretch. Right sit bones anchored down, right fingertips reaching and stretching. Take a moment, throat back, ears back, chin out of the chest, slide the shoulder blades down your back. Do you feel something soften and ease and maybe a stretch in a place you weren't getting before? Inhale here, and as you exhale, turn your right shoulder down. You're still reaching out through the right fingertips. So now I'm getting really deep side body stretch. And then I want to inhale and roll the shoulder open, press the tips of the shoulder blade into the back of the heart. And so now it's like a upper back bend. That's it. Inhale. Exhale, turn your right shoulder down. Push your right sit bone down. We didn't leave that. Right knee reaching out and away. Oh, that feels so good. That's an exhale. We've emptied the breath. Make your inhalation super special as you roll the shoulder open. Shoulders away from the ears. Throat back, ears back. Look up if that's available. Last one. Exhale. Think about the compression. Squeeze out all the stale air in our bodies. And roll the right arm and shoulder open. And then pushing down with everything you have. Inhale, right arm comes up. Oh, exhale, the right hand down. Inhaling the left arm up alongside of the ear. Push down through both sit bones evenly. Feel the rib cage lift up and away. Keep the space you've got. Go over to your right side. So you can see we're doing familiar pose, but with a different something in mind that we're looking for. So anchoring through the seat, pushing away through the left knee, the base is steady and stable. From that place, you feel the deepness of the stretch. So the right side is compressing, the left side is stretching. Are you with your breath? Check in. Is the breath still there? Good. So you'll take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, left shoulder turns down toward the floor. That's the only thing that's changing. You feel a compression on the right side, a stretch through the low left side through the fingertips. And then that's exhale. We'll inhale, spin the belly and chest open. Press the tips of the shoulder blade into the heart. Throat back, ears back. Feel the openness of this, but still anchored through the seat. As you exhale, turn the left shoulder down. See if you can feel that. Big compression on the right side, reaching out through the left. Really stretching. Are you breathing? All right, then we're going to roll open and let yourself take the biggest inhale through your nose. Soft and full. Last one, we're turning it down. Exhale. Give yourself that exhale out through the nose, but give it extended exhale. Squeeze it out with an intention. Pressing down through your seat. Use your left arm up. Exhale, left hand down. There's a whole rush of prana that I feel. Anchor through the seat that hasn't moved. Right hand to the left leg, left hand back behind you. Push it down evenly. Lift the rib cage up and away. Let's do our twist. Low belly, midsection, keeping your chest broad as you gaze out over your own left shoulder. Breathing in. Every inhale, you're getting taller. Every exhale, you're allowing the compression. I want it in my digestive system because I know that that communicates with my brain a lot. So I want my digestive system to get cleaned out, toxins gone, even if I'm just imagining that this is happening. Then when you inhale, we all look forward. When you exhale, see if you can feel that blood flowing back in. It just feels so good. Left hand to your right leg, right hand back behind you. Shoulders are over the hips. We're sitting up tall. Nothing's changed in our base. Steady, stidham. Inhale, lift the rib cage up and away from the base. And as you exhale, low belly, midsection, upper chest, gaze out over your own right shoulder. Let the twist begin. And in your mind, imagine it's in the digestive system, all in that area. And in your mind, you think about squeezing out toxins. But don't forget your anchor. The left sit bone is so important. The left knee moving out and away. That this twist is happening from the base of the spine up. The chest is still open and broad. Shoulders are away from your ears. Now we all inhale, look forward together. And when we exhale, what are you feeling? That return, right? Hinge at the hips. Remember, the base of the spine to the crown of the head, we want to keep that long and as straight as possible. So I've given myself the hinge forward. Hands can be on the floor or it could be on blocks. It could be on bolsters, wherever. But maintain this deep hinge in the hips. Think about, is my belly closer to the floor? You want that. Is my chest further away? And as long as I can maintain belly down, chest up, I'm hinging. And now I feel my sit bones push back. And from the anchor of my seat, I can extend the spine out even further. Then at whatever point you get to, are you breathing? Make sure that you can still get your breath in and breath out. Then allow yourself to bow your head and feel the seat supporting you, the sternum, and then with wherever you're at, find some sort of softening and sweetness in that. I imagine the space behind my forehead just clear, breath easy. The forward fold is doing what it's supposed to do. It's compressing my abdominal area. I'm not having to kiss the floor, right? Anywhere you are is fine. Pushing down, lifting the head and chest. As you exhale, we're going to come back in. I'm going to lean back just a little bit. I need to untangle these legs. Whee! Here we go. The legs are going to go out. Oh, it takes me a moment with my knee. That's why I kiss it at the end. Point, flex, circles, circles, shake them out. Excellent. So I'm going to grab behind my knees again. Now we're going to come on to our hands and our knees. So I'm going to set this bolster off to the side. That way you have something nice for your Shavasana. And so we come on to the hands and knees. I'm just turning to different angles for you. You're staying on the mat the way that you were. Wrist underneath your shoulders. Spread your fingers out. Remember our stability, our spine that we needed. We want to create the length so that the hips are away from your shoulders as far as they can be. Pull your belly buttons up. Reach your tail down. I like to keep my toes curled under because it reminds me, remember that little tightness squeeze, the rajas, we're engaging, but then I feel the spine extending from this place, and that is space. So from this place, inhale, and now we'll begin to lift your tail, roll through the spine, lift your chest, broadening the chest, looking up, and as you exhale, the hands haven't moved, the knees haven't moved, you're pushing down, rounding your upper back, and finally tucking the tail, bringing the chin to the chest, Squeeze it out and feel the muscles along the spine that are getting stretched. Okay, very slowly, like a massage. Start your inhale, and you start tilting the tail, lifting through the heart, expanding your chest so there's a big arch in my back. And as you exhale, so make sure you're staying with the breath, tail tucks, push it down, upper back reaching for the sky, chin to the chest, and there's a squeezing action of getting everything out. One last one. Let's go. One last one. This is also opening up and stimulating our nervous system. So be sure that you're breathing, because the communication is your breath through the nervous system. You can't tell the nervous system, pay attention. The only way you can get its attention is through the breath. And then we bring it back into a neutral position. Now from here, I'm going to bring my big toes together. I'm going to open my knees wide. And remember, you have your chairs, you do whatever options. This can be laying on your back, but a child's pose. So I press my seat toward my heels, bow down in the center, and I allow my forehead to rest wherever that may be. It could be like a whole bunch of blocks holding me up, but I just want to get this like softening. And you feel this in the front of your legs. You feel this in the crease of the hips. That's a real important muscle group right there, the hip flexors. So you're bowing your head. I have to look up because I have to talk to you and you have to hear me. So if you'll allow yourself just to feel the practice and listen and not worry about so much looking. We're still in a child's pose and breathing here, inhaling and exhaling. Now in this child's pose, I'm going to take a moment and really integrate my arms. I'm going to stretch my arms as far away from me as possible. I want to spread my hands. Remember that foundation, that steady base, the sternum? So I'm going to make my hands really pressing down. Arms are straight and strong. Using that, pull yourself forward till you come to hands and knees so the arms are further away. Then from this place, I curl the toes under. So see if you can just listen and not look. As I curl the toes under, I'll lift my knees up off the floor. And if that's working out, then I'll begin to push the floor away with my arms, pressing my chest toward my thighs and working my heels down toward the floor. So your body would get into this upside down V, not you, V. Where is your straight lines of energy? Just the best that you can. The knees can be bent if you have tight hamstrings, and then you get that V shape. So play with this where you bend your knees and then you straighten your legs and see what's happening in the spine when you do that. Bending the knees, chest can come closer to the thighs. Straightening the legs, my chest and thighs separate a lot to get the heels down. So wherever you are with this, that feels so good. And then going back to your hands and knees, big toes together, knees apart, sit back onto your heels, bow down in the center, and breathe. So you're resting, I'm up and talking. Just allow yourself to breathe in, breathe out. We're back in our child's pose. Sometimes when we use our arms so strongly, the resting part looks like the arms alongside of the body with the palms up. So you can soften through the arms because right now they're required to soften and relax and let go. Then we're going to get rajas. We're going to get activation. So reaching the arms far away from us, spreading the fingers, set your foundation with your hands, pull yourself to hands and knees from here. Same thing we did, curl the toes, lift your knees, push your chest back to your thighs. If it's available, straightening out the legs. Make an upside down V, not a U, and breathe here, inhaling and exhaling. Feel your feet, feel your hands, and then spaciousness inside. Breath in and breath out, slowly walking your feet in towards your hands. So with this, with the balance, you may want to open your feet a bit wider, but keep the outer edges of your feet parallel with each other till you can feel your feet doing firm, steady, stable. Then you can slide your hands back. They're not being used anymore. And they hold on to opposite elbows. And you get your feet pressing down so strong. You feel the muscles tightening to the skin to muscle, muscle to bone. Then you can straighten your legs from that place and allow your upper body to hang down. You can have your knees bent a ton, but the head is lower than the heart. You feel your feet
The sternum, the steady feet, every part of your foot that can be pushing down is anchored. And from the sternum, steadiness becomes the softening, the sukham in the pose. This is good for blood flow in the brain. Keeping your hips and everything steady, you would just take your elbows side to side and you might get a little sway in here. Are you breathing? Then very, very slowly releasing the elbows, let the arms hang down. Put a bend in your knees. Hands touch the floor, so you're bending your knees enough for the hands to be able to touch down. Then you want to inhale by integrating. If the hands touch down now, they have to anchor and the feet. Extension in your spine. So it looks weird, right? It's not the same as you see extended half lengthening through the spine, but I am lengthening through the spine in my way today. And then as you exhale, forward fold, so you feel the legs still steady and stable, but the pressure eases on the hands. Again, inhale, half lengthening, extension of your spine. Exhale, place your hands onto your knees or thighs. And by pushing down steady and strong, but keeping my spine long, push my arms straight only. Okay, I can feel my feet steady and stable. Then when the time is right, push down and start to straighten the legs, sliding your hands up and get to the top of the mat and just see how that feels. So the breath in, the breath out, steady, strong, and stable. Just feel your feet. Rock forward, backwards, side to side, and using all of your foot, the four corners. As you press down and feel yourself lifting up through the spine, stand tall. Now I will take my arms and I'm going to cross my thumbs one over the other, and I'm going to gently, you're still standing tall, but you're doing this with your hands. You pull your thumbs apart. So I'm having this action of pulling the thumbs apart. And when I pull the thumbs apart and straighten my arms, that allows me to get to the head of my arm bones. So I plug in the head of the arm bone, standing nice and tall. And from this place of being anchored through the feet, pulling, reach it out, look at your thumbs, inhale, sweep the arms up as far as you can see the thumb. And as you exhale, let's bend our knees, bring our chest to our thighs. And then releasing your thumbs, swing your arms back behind you. See if you can clasp hands. If not, you can use a strap or a rope. And then press your feet down, lifting your arms up and over. Let your head hang down. Shake your head, yes and no. Even flub your lips a little bit. See, mine were hard to flub. And then very, very slowly bend the knees and chest together, thighs. And then here we go. Arms back up all the way to the top. And here we are, releasing the arms down. So we're going to try that again, okay? Standing at the top of the mat, clasping. So when I say clasp the thumbs, pull them apart, reach your fingertips out like a superhero, draw the head of the arm bones in. Are you feeling straight and strong with your feet? So feel that. And from that place, reach through the fingertips, inhaling up. Maybe because your feet are so steady and strong that you can go back even further without stretch or strain. You can still breathe. And as you begin your exhale, start bending your knees, bringing your chest to your thighs, swing your arms back behind you, clasping the hands, palms together, straightening the legs, the arms come up and over, straight, strong, and steady. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. And then bending the knees, the hands stay together, chest and thighs are together, then releasing the hands, then sweeping the arms through and standing up nice and tall. Exhaling, arms down by the side. That's pretty good. So what if we combine all this? Let's just do a little bit. I'm going to add a bit of a lunge. So if you're in a chair, do your breathing, do your arms, and we'll be moving into a lunge. So standing at the top of the mat, you're at the short edge of your mat, the top of the mat, clasping the thumbs. I'll be all over the place, okay? Ready? Inhale, reach your arms out, up, go back. I can go back further every time I do it, right? And as I exhale, bend the knees, chest and thighs come together first, then releasing the hands, Clasping the hands behind your back, pushing down through your strong and steady feet. Arms come over. Then keeping the strong and steady feet, but bending the knees, place the palms onto the floor alongside of your feet. See if you could step your right foot back into a lunge where the left knee is over the heel or ankle. The right leg is straight, strong, and steady. You can have blocks on each side. You can use teacup fingers. You can use palms if you can get your chest expanded. So then use the effort. Feel yourself start to tighten and squeeze. Skin in the muscle, muscle hugs the bone. And from that steadiness, can you create the spinal length where the shoulders relax away from your ears and you can look forward. Then, if it's available, palms go down to the floor. Strong right leg. The left leg is going to lift up, step it back to down dog. Oh, that feels so good. Upside down V, not you. V, bending knees if necessary. Then from down dog, inhale to a plank position. So hopefully your hands were far enough apart that your chest can fit through. In your plank position, just hold it. Feel shoulders over the wrist, the hands steady and strong. Begin to squeeze the muscles to the bones in your legs. That may be it, right? That's cool. Steady plank. Hips lift as you push the floor away. Back to your down dog. Give me an exhale. Now we'll step our right foot up between our hands. So some of us may have to put the left knee down, bring right foot forward. If it doesn't make it, I grab it with my hand and move it there. So now I have fingertips in line with the toes. Then I can lift my back knee until we've all ended up in the same place. A lunge. Now can you feel your foundation, the sternum of it? Hug and squeeze. Allow yourself to find the supum where the spine extends. So there's space. The lungs can receive a breath. So there's this tightness and steadiness and the work that we have to do to have the pose. But inside of that is a softening, and that comes through the breath. Have you found it? When the time is right, by anchoring through everything that you can, we'll be bringing the left foot up to meet the right. Put a bend in both knees. Extend the arms out. Clasp your thumbs. Reach your fingertips away. And steady and strong feet start to hug, tighten, and squeeze, straightening the legs, reaching the arms out, up, go way back. Oh, I can do that. And then as you exhale, bend your knees, chest to the thighs. Swing your arms up and over, clasping your hands, palms together, and straightening the legs. Releasing the hands to the floor alongside of the feet. Left foot will step back into a lunge. Knee over your heel or ankle on the front leg. So you have joint over joint, and that gives you safety. And from that safe place, you can find strength, rajas, and openness and spaciousness. So we're in a high lunge. You can always have your back knee down for a low lunge. Placing the hands down to the floor, prepare, step your right foot back into down dog with a big exhale. So you have awareness. Are you working so hard you're not able to breathe? You slow it down. Are you in a U because you're tired? Push your chest closer to the thighs and bend your knees a little bit and find the V. Then inhale, straightening the arms and legs, but shifting your shoulders over your wrist. Feel a plank. So strong, so steady. Breathe. Zip up the inner thighs together. Let your chest go through. Belly up, tail down. And then here we go. Push it back. Down dog with a good exhale. Are you building heat? That's rajas. We need that sometimes. When you're ready, left foot steps up between the hands, knee over your heel or ankle. If it doesn't make it, remember the back knee down, grab the ankle, bring the leg there. Then you can go into a high lunge or a low lunge. But then don't forget the work. If you line it up, then you can integrate skin, muscle, muscle hugs bone. And with that kind of strength, there is the freedom of space. So now you're talking to your nervous system, right? We're working at squeeze, hug, squeeze, and breathe. When the time is right, with the space and the softness inside, but strength still, step your right foot up to meet the left. Here we are. Big bend in the knees, chest to the thighs. Then take your arms out like they're going to push on a table. Thumbs together, cross. Reach out through the fingertips. Straight, strong, steady legs. Reach it all the way up. Go back. And then bring your hands to heart center. And there you are. So you work hard. You found the steadiness. You found the space inside. And just allowing yourself to breathe. We'll transition down to the floor. So normally I would go through a squat to take you down. But with whatever you have, to let yourself come to a seated position. So as we take our seat, do you need to sit on something? Like you check. I have my carry-on blanket and years of doing yoga, so I can use a blanket through my muscle. Legs are extended out, up tall. So I still want that spaciousness inside. Chin parallel, throat back, ears back, sliding shoulders away from the ears. I'm going to draw the right knee into the chest, so that brings the right foot down to the floor. I'll fold my right knee out to the outside. So this is like a sitting tree. The right sole of the foot goes to the left inner thigh. It's a 90-degree angle. Remember my joint inner thigh back and apart? My sit bones are pressing down evenly. Shoulders in line with my sit bones and hip points. Now, when I'm ready, inhaling the arms up, what did we get from there? We anchored down so we could find the space. We've been doing twists. Remember the twist from the base of the spine. Twist to the left. That's the leg that's extended out in front of you. Now, keeping your both sit bones down and pushing energy out of your right knee through that anchor, hinge at your hips, keep the spine long, and come out and down over your left leg. Wherever you can hold on evenly with your hands, it doesn't matter where. But be true to yourself that you are anchored down through your seat with an extension of the spine. If we go any more forward, your belly is coming down and your chest is lifting up and away. The minute that changes, you've just messed up the nervous system, right? You've just like stressed it out. So be sure that you're only going as far as you can, belly down, chest up, holding on honestly, sit bones anchored. Not only are the sit bones anchored, they're pushing down and kind of moving apart, and that just opened up my heart a little bit more. At this point, I'll allow myself to bow my head so I can have a softness behind the forehead. I'm working for the pose. Everything's doing what it's supposed to do. The leg is extended, the toes are up, the foot is pushing against the inner thigh is working back against that. But in that steadiness, can I find ease? And that translates in watching your breath. Is it easeful? Is it struggle? Where are you? The shoulders would be equal distance from the floor. You imagine the belly button coming out over the left thigh. And now, keeping still the work, but the softness, hold on to your left leg, wherever that may be. And with the inhale, just straightening your arms. Sit bones still down, steady, stable, steer them. Slowly bringing the shoulders back over your hips. And you say, okay, right knee, come in. Good job, fella. Leg out. Reset the foundation because, right, we have to have the stable. Foundation stable. When I'm ready, bending the left knee. Left knee comes in. I grab the foot. I'm working to get it to the inner thigh. It may or may not make it. I roll over to my extended leg. Roll the flesh. That was a lot of flesh I just moved. So roll the foot to the inner thigh. That's all right. Both sit bones are pressing down. This is going to be a slight twist. So remember, from the steady seat, what did we do? We extended the arms. We stretched the whole side body. Twist it to the right, the side that the leg is extended. Keep the lift by pressing through the seat. Hinge and fold forward, coming out and down over your right leg. When you feel yourself, the belly is coming down, chest is lifting up and away, that's when you hold on to your right leg evenly. I don't care where it is. Hold on to it. Keep the length in the spine. That's the only way you're going to get the breath in that we need. Allow yourself to find the inhale and the exhale. Anchored, hug, tighten, squeeze. Everything's doing what it's supposed to do. From there, I'm able to find the space in the spine to continue the forward fold or not. Are you pushing where you shouldn't be? Have you taken your forehead to your knee just unconsciously? Or are you feeling the anchor, the connection, and from that connection, the space where you can find the softness, the sukha, the internal space? Breath in and breath out. Noticing the difference, the slight differences between one side and the other. But allowing the breath to come in and breath to come out. And wherever you are on the leg, hold on. Straightening the arms only where you lift the chest even further from the floor. And on the exhale, so you're working with the breath, shoulders come back over the hips. Then we take our left knee in, extend the left leg out. Now we're going to do a wide leg. This is a straddle. Don't go too wide that the back of your legs are screaming. See, this is important for you to pay attention to. Are you going into a place where you're going to scream? Or are you in a place where you can breathe? Then, remember the sit bones. I did this lift and shift, so I'm tilting toward the front of my seat. Inhale. You can have bolsters, you can have blocks, you can have whatever you want. But it's still that same forward fold. Hinge at the hips, lengthen the spine, belly down, chest out, belly down, chest up, belly down, chest up. Hands are there, bolsters there, whatever it is, integrity of the spine, the energy column, breath in, breath out. Oh, I feel the back of my legs. Yeah, breathe into that space, but as it's screaming. If it's screaming, your breath is changed. What's the quality of your breath in this forward fold? You bring it back in if you can't breathe, because we are communicating to the nervous system through the quality of our breath. If you want to find space, back off. Back off. Whatever that looks like to you. And that's what we're doing on this map, is we're learning how to identify those areas we're pushing so hard and we're not really making progress because the resistance is so high and we're exhausted. So we're finding this sattvic quality, this spaciousness. Breath in, breath out. Back of the legs are feeling a stretch. That's really nice. Or is it? What's your practice? Right? Breath in and breath out. When the time is right, pressing your hands into whatever you can to feel the lift of the heart first. Then the slow exhale of the return, shoulders over the hips. Sliding the hands underneath the knees. Lean back on your seat. That helps you bring the legs back together. And as the legs come back together, I'm going to bring my feet together and allow myself to lay down on my back. Oh, you should lay down on your back too. As you lay down on your back, if it feels good, you want to stretch the arms and legs, do that. Take a deep body stretch. If you want to bend the knee, put a foot onto the floor, bend the other knee, put a foot onto the floor, do that. It might feel good to draw both knees up into your chest. I like to hold on to my kneecaps, straighten the arms, flex my feet, and do some circles, and that just like rolls through my sacrum. Knowing that all the hard work is done. You did the practice, that's it. But it's not over because we have activated, and now we need to integrate. We need to integrate all this information. Where do you integrate it? Through your brain? No. You get to put the head off, noggin off to the side, right? So hug your knees so tight to your chest. We want to squeeze that throat. Bring your forehead to your knees or kiss your knees for me because I'm glad they work today. Give them good to kiss and tighten and squeeze. And then tighten and squeeze it so much, then let yourself relax out. I'm getting up, you're laying down. I love to have a bolster underneath my thighs. And I just think about my thigh bones resting back into the socket. I like to take my arms out to the side, palms up. Not too close. You don't want clutter around. Remember, just kind of get yourself. This rest is the most important rest you can get. I'm getting up, you stay down, but settle in and settle back. Settle in and settle back in a way that your body feels it's supported. Settle in and settle back that you feel a foundation that you can release into. Settle in and settle back, but don't check out. Soften, but don't check out. This is a conscious relaxation. You stay conscious as we allow the body, the physical form, to soften and relax. If it feels okay for you, you can gently close your eyes. But before you try to relax, notice, is there still a part of you that's subtly holding on? Is there a part of you that is trying to monitor and manage everything? Just notice, there's no fixing needed. Begin to feel the weight of your body. Feel the back of your heels, the calves, the thighs. Settle in and settle back. Feel the weight of your pelvis. Let yourself melt in. Feel your ribs softening. Feel your shoulder blades soft. The arms soft. The hands soft. Allow the back of your head to just settle in. Let gravity do the work. You don't need to hold yourself up right now, but bring awareness to your breath. Don't change it. Just feel it. Where is your breath moving easily? Where is your breath feeling guarded? If it feels supportive, allow the exhale to lengthen slightly. Not a forced long exhale, just a soft but longer exhale. Almost feels like the body is sighing. It's a long, unhurried exhale. The nervous system has learned to stay mobilized, to stay prepared, and to stay responsible. But right now, nothing is required. No one needs you right now. There is nothing to solve right now. If you sense a subtle inner pressure, a hum of urgency, just acknowledge it. This is the gas pedal. If you sense a heaviness or a dullness, or you even wish to disappear, just acknowledge that too. This is the break. Neither one is wrong. Both are protective. Now imagine both softening slightly, not collapsing and not pushing. Just enough activation to breathe and just enough ease to rest. Steady and easeful. Like a posture that supports itself without strain. And notice the places where you habitually grip. The jaw, the tongue, between the eyebrows, shoulders, belly, the hands. Just choose one area and reduce the effort by just 10%. Just 10. See if your breath responds.
See if something unwinds on its own. You do not need to force release. Release happens when effort softens. For so long, your system may have believed that if you stopped holding everything together, that everything would fall apart. Right now, just feel the ground beneath you. It is holding you. The floor is steady. The earth is steady. And you are supported. Let the exhalation complete fully. And then allow the inhale to return naturally. Energy can move and it can return. Cycles can complete. You do not have to stay braced. Notice the quality of your own inner state right now. Is there a little more space? A little more clarity? A little less urgency? You're not trying to become someone different. You're remembering what it feels like to be regulated. If thoughts arise, planning, reviewing, and anticipating, gently remind yourself, nothing is needed in this moment. Rest is not something that you earn. It is something that your body requires. Just feel the rhythm of your breath. Feel the weight of your body. Feel the subtle hum of aliveness underneath effort. There is vitality here, and that does not come from pushing. It comes from allowing. Begin to deepen your breath slightly. Invite gentle movement into the toes, into the fingers. If it feels good, take your time. Take a deep body stretch. Stretch your arms, stretch your legs. As you take a deep body stretch, notice the difference between collapse and rest. But this is rest. This is deep rest. Bending the knees, the soles of the feet onto the floor. Slow, slow, slow. Allow yourself to turn over to your right side and stay there. See if you can do it. Just stay, curled up in a little ball. No anticipation. No cruise control. Stay curled up in a little ball. And take a moment to see what that feels like for you. This cocoon, this cuddle, this softness. Keeping any relaxation that you may have gained, you'll gently turn toward the floor. Use your left hand and right arm, slowly pulling yourself up. Take your seat. As you anchor through your seat, the ease, extension of the spine. Throat back, ears back. No struggle, just ease. Foundation, Stedam Sukham Asanam. Seat, steady, stable, open. Is it open? Feel the breath moving in and exhaling out. Start to draw to mind your intention that you began with today, bringing that deep within your own heart. We'll draw our hands into the heart center and concluding our practice with the sound of Om. After your next exhale, inhale to begin. Ooh. Bowing your head to your heart center, just a moment of gratitude, acknowledging the beautiful light that shines within your own heart, acknowledging all the beautiful space that is within. We look for light in all beings, and today we see each other's light, we bow to each other's light, but namaste. Thank you so much for being here.
Move slow. I'm going to turn off the recording, and if you'd like to stay, we'll get to see some puppies.